You know, every night as we all watched on television, Boris Johnson surrounded by the scientists saying, we are following the science, we are following the science. We desperately wanted to believe it to be true. We needed to have faith that the people in charge of our fate, our own, our families, our children's, our parents, that we could believe them, that we could trust them, that it was legitimate and bona fide. None of it was about political point scoring. It was all about saving as many lives as possible. We had to believe this. But even at the time, journalists and everybody else with half a brain was thinking, the science? What do you mean? Is there really a science? Is the whole of science united in giving one answer? What do you mean? You know, at the time it felt a bit as if we were being sold some kind of pup, really. And then when you see this kind of deliberate disregarding of what the government kept presenting to us as the science, deciding, OK, well, you say this, Professor Chris Whitty, but, hey, I don't think we'll do it, it's absolutely horrifying. It's staggering, isn't it?
Camilla, to put it a little more bluntly, what are we looking at here? Are we looking at senior government officials and scientists in some sort of chaos because this hadn't happened before, or were we lied to?
I think we're looking at the moment, and let's see how the story unfolds over the coming days.
Well, you know, because you're about to print it.
Well, we were about to print it, but, you know, I haven't been at the helm of the investigation. I'm here to talk about why we've taken the decision to print it, and what will come, and you need to look out for what will come, and you can interpret it in your own way. So at the moment, what we're saying is that public health policy was made on the hoof, that all of the ordinary structure around government was thrown out the window. People might have sympathy with that because of the unprecedented nature of the pandemic and how it all panned out. But people may have less sympathy with decisions that were made for political and publicity reasons rather than public health ones. And you'll find out more about that as we continue to publish the quite extraordinary revelations in this huge investigation by Telegraph team.
Vanessa, what will a story like this be doing for those who lost loved ones, for those that are still so raw from the pain of that time?
I think it'll be a mixture of feelings. I think one will be relief at getting some detail, some transparency, some actual information, rather than just fears, rumours, worries and tittle-tattle. You can actually see the communication, you can see the decisions being taken. That gives some kind of clarity, which is welcome when you're trying to achieve some kind of closure. But I think the other feeling will be such anger and hurt, such pain, and maybe also bewilderment. The idea that you were being told, you were given a line. The line was, the science, we are following the science. We saw the podiums, we saw the scientists, we became really familiar with them. We were very reassured when we heard them speak. And there was Boris Johnson looking as if he was hanging on their every word, and there was Matt Hancock doing the same. And if we think to some extent, even any extent, that was a performance put on for us, when behind the scenes, on the hoof, using WhatsApp, they were saying, OK, Chris Whitty says do that, but hey, let's not do that. That will muddy the waters, won't bother with that. And then they were all appearing on television together with this kind of gravitas and unison to make us feel as if they were in accord. And we got the impression that, you know, they were having ordered, sensible, careful, painstaking meetings about these huge decisions that were life and death.
Ask you one other question, very quickly, to all of you. In that situation, what is best, even if there is chaos behind the scenes and we're worried about muddying the waters, what do you want to see if you're going through? Well, as I said, we all went through this together. Do you want to see panic and confusion at the lecterns, or do you want to see some sort of order, even if that's not what was actually happening behind the scenes?
Speaking personally,
you're stopping people from
what would I
panicking.
rather see? I would rather see something that looks ordered and considered and careful and is in accordance with the science. And if they can't bring it to you every night at 6, don't have it on television that night. Wait 3 nights until you've had time to sort yourselves out behind the scenes, and then give a broadcast that's sincere and true.